Remember to get my book, Raised in Both Worlds. Raised in Both Worlds at davidjstub.com. And it means just what it say. Raised in both worlds. Now back to the futuristic dreams, what I had about the future. Now this dream might be confusing because it happened right before January the 6th. But I don't think it was January the 6th. Because in this dream, Trump was impeached. He was impeached. And America went crazy. Now, I don't know whether it was about he went through the full 4 term and had to leave the White House, and his followers didn't want him to leave the White House. But whatever it was bad. People were fighting in the streets. Normally, it was just showing mega going after regular citizens because they were mad because Trump couldn't stay in the White House or he got impeached. Because you had people protesting everywhere, impeachment, impeachment, impeachment. And you had the mega people fighting them. All over America, people were protesting. But I still say the dream was confusing because I don't know whether he was leaving the office and they got mad because they didn't want him to leave office. And also, other futuristic dreams I had, they were rounding up blacks, regular black citizens, throwing us in concentration camp because in the dream I was in a camp behind a big tall fence with barbed wire. As we were looking at all the white people walk by, they were looking at us like we were animals, like like admiring us like a zoo. And we were in these camps, African American. All of it had changed to our foot and hands. We were all chained together. And we were waiting to be sent to work plantations. And somehow I escaped because they had bounty hunters for all white citizens. Every black you capture, you get $150, no matter how old or how young. Every black you caught, you got $150. You holding there with your gun, or you can shoot them. Because it didn't matter whether they were dead or alive. And the whites were hunting us down. And I was in chains, and I was looking at them just gunning people down in the street, the ones who trying to get away. And somehow a train went coming by, and somehow I got away out the chain. And I jumped on the train. And I was on the train with more black people who were, getting out of that area. Right here in my hometown. And he said, boy, you lucky you made it. And I said, yeah, man. I said, dog, this crazy. They get an 150 a head for any black person they kill, dead or alive. And that was happening all over America in a dream. And the dream ended when I was on the train. Now the other dream about Trump being impeached, It wasn't no Proud Boys or nothing. These were old white people. And they were jumping on people everywhere. They were mad about Trump, and they showed Trump. And he looked like a disaster. Like, like, man, I done messed up bad. Man, I done messed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you know that was a dream because Trump ain't gonna never say he's sorry. But in a dream, he was sad. He was about to cry. His head was down. And you got a lot of people like mad at him, shouting. But you had his people trying to block them people. And they were protesting all over America. All over. Impeach. Impeach. And they had got him impeached. And they were celebrating. And Mecca wasn't going for it. But these are some of the futuristic dreams I had. And I often dream the future. It often come true. And I know they want to bring back slavery because I was told in 1983 to 84 about this whole situation by the Ku Klux Klans of America. Then 10 years later, I was told this same rhetoric by the President of the United States, who told me this day was coming, but they were expecting for it to come 2050. And that when they were going to plan on bringing my history out to stop a civil war. But remember, you're dealing with the smartest man in the world. This man done took over all the federal computers, including the Pentagon. It ain't gonna be no war now. He can end it all. He got the control to every nuke in the world probably. Because the Pentagon got all them secrets. Now he computer over the Pentagon. It ain't gonna be no civil war. Do y'all understand? He can hold the whole world in hostage. This man want to start a civilization on Mars. Why do y'all think Trump is running around like a donkey trying to get all the resources? He trying to bully them. He wanted to take the Netherlands. He wanted to take Canada. Everything he say gonna happen. After Canada won't agree to be part of America or the Netherlands, then he say, I would take the Netherlands. If that were to take for me to protect the United States of America. He brainwashing all his followers that for when he take the Netherlands, it was a must to protect America. And then he say he going to start killing drug cartel coming out of Canada. Then he say he's going to do the same for Mexico. Then he say he's going to use military force on Nigeria. Next thing you know, the military in there. Ain't no Isaac in Nigeria. That's crazy. Why is not? Oh, Lord. Then he went to talking about Venezuela. Next thing you know, he shooting down ships in Venezuela and the Caribbean. All of these people who hold a lot of rich minerals, resources, oil. The Netherlands got untapped minerals. On the Nigerian border, you got Burkina Faso, Algeria, Maui. They got tons and tons of resources. They can supply the whole world. He want it. Elon Musk need all the minerals, precious metal, and oil he can find to take to Mars or wherever he want to start a new civilization, because he gonna start that civilization, and it's gonna be an all-white civilization. He needs slaves to build it up, just like we build up America and the rest of the world. He needs slaves to do that, but he ain't planning on them slaves living there. Even his daddy say, we need to depopulate the black race or the world gonna end. I done heard 2 or 3 other millionaires say, in order to save Europe, we got to depopulate Africa. In my dreams showing it, I dreamed this. Like when Trump went in office last time, that's how I know he was going to be president again. It threw me off when he didn't beat Biden. You know, it threw my dream off, but then it makes sense. He president again. Just like it was in the dream. He was on his last term when all this shit happened. So y'all think about the dreams. And I make these videos really not for the present. Because the research said the people of the present is too stupid to understand what's going on. These videos is for people of the future. To let them know that all of us weren't stupid. And Facebook a blessing, and Twitter. Because it's going to let people in the future know that, hey, all them people weren't stupid. You know, they're going to see the black man trying to say the race is a peaceful place. They're going to see all the rich gangster rappers saying don't vote Democrat, don't vote Democrat, don't vote. See, they're going to see all that in the future. But they're going to be a few of us who let them know that we all weren't stupid. Like Dr. Umar. When they see him, they're going to say, oh, all of them weren't stupid. Because we ain't. It's just that we can't get our own people to unify. That don't make us stupid. Because like the claims say, throw something negative in front of black people, and they all going to split in all different directions because they love anything negative. We can't even stick together when a little goddamn teenager get killed for no reason, as in Trayvon Martin. We can't even stick together like we just can't. We should have been tearing up the goddamn United States when Trayvon Martin got killed. But we stepped forward when Michael Brown got killed. And they showing video of him jacking up the man in the store, basically threatening the man saying, and I come back, I'm going to F you up if you call the police. All the black people went crazy. They got behind Michael Brown. Not behind Trayvon Martin, who just was a little kid going to the convenience store, getting him some Skittles and iced tea. We got to get our shit together. Because we finna go down, dog, because this ain't no joke here. These people doing all this in our face. We look at the man took over the government computers. We looked at the man take over the government computers. He took over the entire government. And don't say, Congress ain't nothing. Congress just sorry. No. Majority of Congress want it to happen. They part in on it. They ain't going to tell the righteous ones, the righteous Republican, or the righteous Democrat about the major plan. And we all talk about Nicki Minaj, but let me tell you, if Trump come to me and say, you either with us or you're against us. Yeah, we gonna plan on moving to another planet. Earth ain't gonna be here no more when we finish. You want to be with the winning team, or you want to take your chances? I'm like Nicki Minaj. I want to live, but I feel sorry for you. You know why? When they colonize another planet and it all get established, they don't want no black on that planet, dog. They're gonna use black as slaves and Spanish, but they don't want black and Spanish on that planet because the whole idea is having a all-white planet. You got to remember, these people are mentally ill. Yeah, they plan probably can work because they're working now. They didn't talk over the government. But if we got one element, and I know God is real because I have met God, He can end all that with a snap of a finger. A snap of the finger. All that could be over with. But He probably just sitting back and seeing what everybody gonna do because we are being judged on our thoughts and our action. Free will is real. That all angels talk about is free will. Thank you and God bless.